In saying first, you neither willed nor were pleased with animal sacrifices, meal offerings, burnt offerings, and sin offerings, things which are offered in accordance with the Torah. And then, look, I have come to do your will. He takes away the first system in order to set up the second. It is in connection with this will that we have been separated for God and made holy, once and for all, through the offering of Yeshua, the Messiah's body. Now every Cohen, priest, stands every day during his service, offering over and over the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. But this one, after he had offered for all time a single sacrifice for sins, sat down at the right hand of God, from then on to wait until his enemies be made a footstool for his feet. Psalm 110:1. For by a single offering he has brought to the goal for all time those who have been set apart for God and made holy. And the Rosh HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, too bears witness to us, for after saying, This is the covenant which I will make with them after those days, says Adonai, I'll put my Torah on their hearts and write it on their minds. Jeremiah 31:32. He then adds, And their sins and their wickednesses are remembered no more. Jeremiah 31:33. Now where there is forgiveness for these, an offering for sins is no longer needed. So, brothers and sisters, we have confidence to use the way into the holiest place opened by the blood of Yeshua. He inaugurated it for us as a new and living way through the curtain. By means of his flesh, we also have a great Cohen over God's household. Therefore, let us approach the holiest place with a sincere heart and the full assurance that comes from trusting, with our hearts sprinkled clean from a bad conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Ezekiel 36:25. Let us continue holding fast to the hope we acknowledge without wavering. The one who made the promise is trustworthy, and let us keep paying attention to one another in order to spur each other on to love and good deeds, not neglecting our own congregational meetings, as some have made a practice of doing, but rather encouraging each other. And let us do this all the more as you see the day approaching. For if we deliberately continue to sin after receiving the knowledge of the truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins, but only the terrifying prospect of judgment, of raging fire that will consume the enemies. Isaiah 26:11. Someone who disregards the Torah of Moses is put to death without mercy on the word of 2 or 3 witnesses. Deuteronomy 17:6 and 19:15. Think how much worse will be the punishment deserved by someone who is trampled underfoot the Son of God, who is treated as something common, the blood of the covenant. Exodus 24:8, which made him holy, and who has insulted the Spirit, giver of God's grace. For the one we know is the one who said, Vengeance is my responsibility, I will repay, and then said, Adonai will judge his people. Deuteronomy 32, 35 and 36. Love you, family.